It's like the motherfucking Matrix, bitch.
Hey guys, what's going on? Toko Canada here from RPG Daily. Today I'm going to have a helpful video for you where I teach you about the Silencer, UAV, and Assassin. But before we get into that, I just want to let you know this is my first game on Blackbox. It's actually my first game on any of the new COD maps. And I don't know, like when I played, I didn't know very much about any of the maps. The only thing I did know was that I watched a T. Martin Jumps and Spots video on Blackbox right before I played this match. So that's the only knowledge I had before I hopped in here. Combine that with the fact that I'm using the M14, you're going to find a defensive game, and it's going to be a bit campy. I'm going to be in that building to my right now for a lot of the match, but that's kind of okay because it relates to what I'm going to talk about. So let's get into it here. Silencers, UAV, and Assassin. Basically, when you play a game of Call of Duty, they're like, for me, everything I say in this video relates to me. I don't know about the general public or you guys or whatever, but I'm just in my head, okay? So basically, when I play a game of COD, my objective is to win. I don't care if I go 40-1 or 1. I'd care if I went 140, but I don't care if I go positive or negative, as long as we win, right? That's the end goal. In team-based games, ideally, that should be everyone's goal, to win as a team, right? One guy could go 101, and everyone else could go 0 and 10, let's say, in a game of ground war, and the final score would be 190. I don't even know if it goes up to 100, but I'm just going to say it does. That's, you know, you won, and like people aren't going to be happy with their score, but they won at least, right? They got a W. It's just like a team game of soccer or hockey. Not everybody's going to score or get a point in the game, but you guys can win together as a team. Everyone does their part. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. Doing your part in the game. Silencers, UAV, can really help you be a part of the team, right? Example, I'm using a silencer, and I'm standing beside someone who's not using a silencer. When I fire, there's no red dot on the map for their enemy. But when he fires, there's a red dot. And it shows a red dot where he is, which happens to be right beside me. So now they know that there's a person where I'm standing, even though I didn't fire. Right? So now that my teammate has given the enemy my position. Like it does, I know it doesn't say 2 red dots, but the fact is, if we were both using a silencer, there would be no red dot at all. That's not why you use a silencer, right? Obviously not for your teammates, use it for yourself. So when I use a silencer, I want to not show myself on the enemy map. I want to be hidden, right? If I know the enemy's position, and they know mine, it's going to be more of an equivalent battle. But if I know theirs, and they don't know mine, I have the upper hand, right? That's where UAV comes into play. We want the UAV so that we can find out the enemy's position. And it's not very hard to get at all, right? 3 kills if you're using the assault kill streak, and I think it's 4 kills if you're using the support. How hard is it to get 3 kills or 4 kills? Especially when you're using a silencer, right? So every shot, you go up, you flank behind someone, shoot them in the back. The only way that they're going to know that you're there is if they call it out on their headset or their team chat or whatever. Or if they see the skull, or if they have a headset on and they hear and they can pinpoint it. But you're not going to show up on the map, and that's key, because especially when you play in games like Team Deathmatch, Ground War I found, and Kill Confirmed, it's more basic players, you know, not as good players, so they don't know how to utilize that map as well. Sorry, they can utilize the map, they don't know how to utilize headsets, right? Because not a lot of them use headsets. So you want to use a silencer to hide your position, the UAV to find out the enemy's position, and then Assassin to hide your position again. So when the enemy does get a UAV, and it's pretty much guaranteed to happen, one person, especially if you're playing ground war, one person is probably guaranteed to get a UAV. And if you're using quick draw or something else other than Assassin, you know, you're going to be up on the map. And I know people bitch a lot about people using Assassin all the time, and it's like equivalent to Ghost, and everyone hated Ghost, and you know, cold-blooded and stuff. But I mean, it's part of the game. It's just like I bitch about the OP kill streaks. It's just part of the game, and I just gotta, you know, grow up and deal with it. But whatever, right? if they want to use quick draw and I want to use assassin, they're gonna have the upper hand on a one-on-one gunfight. But I'm gonna have the upper hand to getting to them before they get to me, right? Because I'm gonna know where they are and they're not gonna know where I am.
UAV online.
So when you put all three of those together, your UAV, your silencer, and your assassin, you get more of a stealthy defensive class, right? You're probably not gonna want to rush around, hip firing with your PP90M1 or whatever. With this class, I mean, you could for all, but I mean, I'd rather use steady aim. If you're gonna run around a lot, probably scavenger or extreme conditioning, something along those lines. This is more for this style of play. You're gonna want to use these classes, but at the same time, it's not just with your style of play, right? It's a game type too. If you're going into a game type that you know is gonna take a while, adjust your class and your setup for that. Or have like 5 off the start. Most people have 6 or 7, I bet. Adjust your class to the game type.
Explosive decoy on the way.
But the key is to helping your teammates, right? We started like we talked about in the beginning. And UAVs are the most helpful thing you can do for your team, other than like, going 40-1 or 40 or getting Moabs or do whatever you need to do. UAVs tell your whole team where the enemy is, and that's what we need to know, right? Knowledge is way more powerful than any gun, or any sentry gun, or any kill streak, right? If you use your UAVs effectively, and you assume that you hope that the other team isn't all using assassin, all of your team together using that UAV is way, way stronger than, I don't know, an AC-130 or something. Sure, the AC-130 will get kills, but how many will it get in a game? If your team is using even half of them, 3 of them are using UAV, and 3 of them are using some other kill streaks, and you go throughout the whole game, how many of those kills was because of that UAV, or because of the UAVs combined? It's going to be more than any AC-130. Anyways, guys, I hope I kind of taught you something. I know it wasn't great, but I mean, it's really hard to explain knowledge without showing you in person. But it's been Owen from RPG Daily. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, guys.